Hey everybody, welcome back to Pillar to Post. This is your host as always. If you don't know it, it's Pete Wall. Gonna go with an update today. So we're gonna start off with everything that went down this morning. Um, Went in for a gastroscopy. Basically, camera being shoved down your throat. I've had acid reflux for many years. And so they wanted to make sure that there was no damage because I've been coughing up blood and stuff like that. Um, you know, pretty drugged up afterwards, and just hated the feeling. But feeling better now, a lot clear-headed, and yeah, they determined I had what's called GERD. So, basically the same concept as acid reflux as far as I know, but I'll be looking into it a little bit more anyway. But I was very confident because before the procedure, they have to weigh you and take your height to make sure that they're giving you the right amount of anesthesia. And found out that my scale is dead on with the hospitals, which is fucking perfect because I stepped on the scale this morning and it showed I had lost 5 pounds over like from yesterday till this morning, and it freaked me out a little bit. It's like I moved the scale all over the floor, to see if it'd give different readings. Every damn time it was 312 pounds. So I went to get the procedure done and had to get weighed dead on 312 pounds at the hospital. So we started this. I was 326 pounds. I am 8 days in, and I have dropped down to 312. I'm almost at my first goal, and that is to get to at least 199. And then I'll set a new goal, which will be a little bit bigger, which will be 250 pounds. That is, they told me right away. I was talking to a nurse, a male nurse, because they're asking me what meds I'm taking and everything, and I told them I haven't been taking anything for the last week because I've been fasting, and my sugar levels have been like great. They've never been this good and everything. And he asked me what kind of fasting I was doing, and this male nurse, he was like very encouraging about it, and he goes, he does it himself, and he was telling me things that he has done in the past to help his weight as well as stay healthy and stuff. But here's the thing though. When I talked to the actual doctor, she tried to scare me out of fasting. Now here's the story she told me, that she had a young woman come in that had been fasting while trying to do a 30-day fast, and not just any fast, but a dry fast. She was not drinking any water. She was not eating any food, and she was not taking anything else. It was just a straight up fast. No food, no water, nothing. And then she told me that this woman weighed 110 pounds, and I was like, big difference. I'm 300 plus pounds, and here's a girl that weighs 110 pounds soaking wet, doing a dry fast, so she is getting dehydrated. She is starving herself because how much fat does a 110-pound woman have on her body? Seriously. So I realized really quick what was going to happen when I talked to my family physician about my health and what I've been doing. I'm going to get the same thing from him. He's going to try and scare me out of what I'm doing. Now here's the thing, I'm being very safe. I'm monitoring everything. Now at the hospital today, they checked my blood pressure, they checked everything right away. And the nurse even had said from all the records that they have, this was the best I've ever been at. He goes, your blood pressure is normal. He goes, you have never been normal anytime you've come into the hospital for any type of procedure or any admittance. So my blood pressure is dead on perfect. My sugar levels, when he tested them, it was 5.4. Dead on perfect, he said. Keep doing what you're doing. But a doctor will turn around and scare you to eat unhealthy. They would rather have you eat unhealthy than to better your life. And yes, it's at a little bit of a, you're taking away a lot from yourself, but that is what a cheat day is for. A cheat day is for, you sit down, you have a normal day, you have some carbs, you have some sweets, you have some of this, you have some of that stuff that you are taking away from yourself during the regular lifestyle change. You have a cheat day for that. I, for the most part, am still eating every day, and I'm eating healthy. A 20-hour fast, then I have a small meal, and it is healthy. And she is going to discourage me from that when I've already seen proof that this is helping me? No. I'm sorry, that's bullshit. It's amazing. Not only nutritionists go and tell you to eat a high carb diet when you are diabetic, but now even the doctors themselves are. See, this is basically to me telling me is I'm better to them being sick all the time and being in the hospital as often as I can be, so that way they make more money. That's what it seems to me, because they want me to take this drug and that drug and that drug and that drug. Well, who's getting the kickbacks from all that? I'm sorry, no. No more kickbacks. Okay, Pete Wall is going to be a healthy fucking man. And nobody and nothing is going to stop him from doing and achieving that goal. I have always been a fighter my entire life, but certain things I stopped fighting for. Well, I'm fighting now again, and I will keep on fighting. There ain't no quit. I've seen the results, I've seen the benefits, I've seen what it can do for me. And any doctor out there wants, and here's the thing right away. See, a lot of my research comes from tests and research done by a doctor here in Toronto, Canada, by the name of Dr. Young. And right away she asked me, did you get this stuff and were you taking advice from a doctor out in Toronto? And it's like, wow. I said, no. I said, I have done my research and I came to this decision on my own. I said, and it has been working. I even told her all the benefits I've been receiving from it. The having more energy, being more active. My glucose scale has dropped to the perfect ratio. I'm losing weight. I feel healthier. And she still tried to discourage me. That is just outrageous. And if that was to deter me, compare me, a man that's 300 plus pounds, to a woman that is 110 pounds soaking wet, that maybe has about a 2 to 3% body fat count. No. So, anyone can try and discourage me. It's up to me if I allow that to happen. And I ain't fucking allowing anything like that to happen. My wife is proud of me with the results I've been achieving. I feel it on myself, and I know losing about 20 pounds will probably not show, but I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it on the inside. So, to me, that is worth more than any fucking stupid doctor looking at getting some more money, his opinion, than the results that I'm seeing. Screw that shit. They don't deserve my time in that hospital because I need to get back to being right. And I will continue fasting and continue to do DDP yoga, continue to exercise, continue to be outside working on my car and doing things I love to do. And eventually, I will be doing what I really want to do as well. I've always wanted to be a writer. I'm doing that. I've always wanted to have a family, a loving family that I could grow old with, enjoy my time with, love them, support them. That was taken away from me by a drunk driver. So I'm living off of disability because some asshat couldn't stay at home when he was drunk. That I want to change. That I need to change. And my goal is to do something I've wanted to do since I was a little kid, and that is to drive transport truck. And I have that opportunity. I need to get in a healthier weight. If I can drop another 50, 60 pounds, I believe I can get there before that. But that is my next goal, is to drop down to 250. And my wife stated it like my cheeks are rosier, my face is a little bit thinner, um, she sees the results. She even sees the results when I take off my shirt. She says my stomach looks smaller. It doesn't look as round. It's starting to flatten out. Now I might not be any smaller than I was, but I'm also doing exercise. Like when I'm sitting in this chair, I've got my core engaged, and when I'm not talking and I do an exercise. I engage my core, which basically you are clenching your abdomen. You are making those muscles activate. You are, kind of like doing a crunch, but while you're sitting. And what I do is breathe in through my nose, and then let it out through my mouth, and then I do a little bend. That's what I do in my computer chair to get a little bit more exercise. There's other things. You need to stretch your body. So like I've got tons of scar tissue in my shoulders, so I take it and I force it over, stretch out that shoulder blade. Just simple stuff you can do right in your computer chair. I'm going to show you my mobility in my shoulders right now, and that's as high as I get. Okay, I should be able to get my arms straight up in the air. I can't do that anymore because of all the scar tissue that is built up in my shoulders and my joints, and I'm working on that all the time now. I wasn't before, so there is no discouragement. And I've seen the comments in my Skype chats. I've seen the comments here on the videos. People supporting me. Thank you. That is what I'm looking for. That is what I want to see. I want to see a support structure, not some asshat that's getting shitloads of money by pushing more drugs, telling me no, you can't do it. I'm sorry it ain't happening. I'm also sorry that this kind of came off as a bit of a negative update, but after getting the gastroscopy, I don't even know how to pronounce it properly. It might be called gastroscopy, but after that was prepared, I ended up sleeping. I came home. It was after 2. I had a coffee with the wife, and then I climbed into bed and I passed out, and I slept all the way till 7 p.m. And I'm happy I did, because I needed to sleep those drugs out. I hate that feeling of having drugs in my system. I can't stand it anymore. It's a feeling. It's a feeling I'm very used to from back when I was on morphine. Your head's cloudy, your body's sluggish, and I honestly, when I had to take a wheelchair out of the hospital But when I was walking up to the car, I felt like I was drunk, and I hate that feeling. You know, it's I rarely drink anymore as it is. I have a drink occasionally, but I mean, like, to feel that way, it's the things that you have to do to your body to get an examination done. You know, it bugs me to no end. Um, but yeah, I've got my goals set up, and now it's just to achieve it, and I will achieve it. You know, there is no quit, there is no stop. You know, Pete Wall is going to be a semblance of his former self. You know, um, it's it's a lifestyle change. I want to thank you guys for sitting through this and listening and continuing to support me. Have a great night. Have a better tomorrow, because I will. I'm out of here.